let's let's head up the Ethos building and see if we have any monster parts to sell. And then look into buying some more gear. That's the other person might have to do it, right? It's interesting that you don't have to actually use the right combination, it just has to do with the buttons. That'll help with learning the death blows for sure. Alright, so we've got 12,000 G. I guess we gotta go back to Hammer to buy stuff. Okay. Right, so you have to use X outside of a death blow to get the X counter going up. Makes sense. Wish there was a way to see those counters, but I can kind of understand why there wouldn't be. Is Hammer going to be down here? Or is he going to be back at the bar? He's... okay, good. Alright, let's see what kind of accessories we can buy here. The 7th death blow is XX, and when that's full, you don't need X anymore. Gotcha. Alright, so you're saying these guardian rings? Oh, wow, they're 2,000 each. It increases your defense, which makes you block more, yeah? We could also get metal jackets and metal helmets for the other two guys. Do metal jacket, metal helmet, guardian ring on everybody. We can afford it if we want to. What other items do I have on right now? I have the ether thing that like halves magic damage. It says it increases defense, but it increases your chance to defend. Gotcha. Sure. Can always make more money if we really want to. Dude, I just bought a bunch of stuff. Why don't you shut up? Actually, I do want some items. Boom, boom, boom. I'm guessing this Omega Saw only works outside of combat because it's only 50 to restore HP and EP to full. Which seems amazing. Or does it only work... Like, that's really cheap. It's cheaper than a survival tent. It's only for one person, but it's literally like... Does it only work at a save point? A tent is save point only, but like... For the same price as a tent, you could get 3 of these. They do the same thing anywhere. Like, it just seems amazingly cheap for what it does, apparently. Not sure I understand this pricing. Interesting. Yeah, I'm realizing that now that I see what Omega Cells do. But here we are. That's fine. Dude, I just gave you a crap ton of money. Just shut up, Hammer. Alright, let's save the game. And then let's head back to the sewers. This is the first, like, lengthy dungeon of the game, it seems like. Oh, I went to the dang shower again. Able to save Omega Sols, heal everyone in the menu with ether, then use one Omega Sol on the healer. Yeah. Omega Sol seems like extremely cheap for what it does. I need to go out the other door, don't I? Yeah. Alright, here we go. We have this talk again. What was that? Teddy, thanks for the donation. Did you know that Yasunori Mitsuda composed... Oh, I missed the thing. Dang it. Where'd the message go? My feed is not working. Something about the composer. What's that about, guys? Did you know that Yasunori Mitsuda also composes the Mario Party games? Really? I did not. Thanks again for the donation. All right. Let's see. I think we've searched every part of this particular button. I'm hitting the button like I'm gonna do the map in Xenoblade 2. So yeah, okay, so let me do this. So this is the ladder we came down. This is the ladder to the lower level. I think we've already explored all of this stuff. We need to just head over here. Yeah. Speaking of Chrono Cross, my wife, Dead Shower Cat, plays streams him here on Sundays instead of me. I stream all the other days. And on Sunday, she's been playing through Chrono Trigger, and she's starting Chrono Cross this Sunday. So if you like Chrono Cross, you can come by for that too. Oh, we need to do death blows on these guys. Oh, I didn't put their new equipment on either. That would help, right? Alright. Sorry. Messages. Alright. Let's just do this. And then we need to heal up and we need to heal up and put our equipment on. You like Cross, but a lot of the Trigger fans hate it because it isn't really a sequel. It's totally a sequel. It's not apparent that it's a sequel for the first half of the game. That's fair. It's not the it's very different, but it is a sequel. And I love Chrono Cross. It's an amazing game. You kind of like how a lot of Final Fantasy VII fans hate what they did to the remake? The developer said it isn't a sequel. Whatever. It's set in the same world with some of the same characters like 10 years after the original game. If that's not a sequel, I don't know what is. Also, I love Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's a lot of fun. I can't wait to see the rest of it. We've only got the first part, right? What was I doing? Oh yeah, equip. Final Fantasy VII Remake was a ton of fun. Alright, so metal vest, metal helmet, guardian ring. Oh, you already had a metal vest. Oops. Okay. Also, we can do this. Yeah, the combat was a lot of fun. I feel like Square has been trying to refine their like action combat slowly through like the Kingdom Hearts games and Final Fantasy 15 and Final Fantasy 7 Remake. They're slowly getting better at this like action-based combat system. We never got that chest, did we? We have to come back in that other door to get to that chest. Okay, let's look at this map here. So, looking at this map, let's see. So we came in here. There's a chest right here, and we went around like this to get to it, but it looks like we have to go to a different map and then come back to get it. But there's still a lot more stuff to explore here. There's this over here or something. There could be chests over here. I feel like we haven't explored this map hardly at all. We literally just went like this and left last time, so we haven't explored most of it. I feel like we should take a look around here before we just leave. So let's do that. I'm not even trying to dodge like those propellers. If I get lucky and get through, I get through, but I don't think I'm gonna time it right. This is the first action combat from Square that you've enjoyed at all? I mean, I enjoy the Kingdom Hearts games, although it's not the best action combat, certainly. I do enjoy them. Sleep. Oh, didn't know you could do that. Kingdom Hearts feels like you're slapping on stacks of HP, especially on harder modes. Enemies get juggled and staggered too easily. Yeah, I don't think people usually play Kingdom Hearts for the combat system, to be fair. Like, Kingdom Hearts has like super floaty jumping and all kinds of other weird things about it, but you know, they're still really fun games. I need to get up. I'm gonna have to use one of those status effect removers on. Oh no, he's gonna wait. We're gonna beat up guy. Alright. Never mind. I was about to like go looking for my status effect remover items. We can wake him up, but we beat the guy. They play for the lore. Put lore in all quotes, like denigrating the Kingdom Hearts lore. You can't talk badly about the lore. Don't do that. I like Kingdom Hearts. A lot of fun. Oh, I must say. Okay, yeah, we did get the key over here actually. So we have actually been over here. Now that I think about it, so like the key was right here. So we've clearly been over here before. We just went here. We started out here. So the only part we need to explore is down this area. So let's head down there. Alright, that's the chest we haven't done yet. Three, 5, 8 days over 2. That's fair. I'm trying to think. I've played almost all the Kingdom Hearts games. I didn't really like Chain of Memories that much. Kind of for the same thing we bought in Kaito's. I didn't like the card battle thing. I haven't played Dream Drop Distance. I think Death Shower has it, but I haven't played it yet. But I think I've played all the rest of them and beat them. I didn't play them on handhelds. I have the I have like the compilation versions, you know, like the 1.5, 2.5, those things. Like that they were releasing on the lead up to 3 that have like all of the games put into them. Actually, that's true. I didn't play 3, 5, 8 days over 2. I actually just watched the cutscenes from the compilation game. So I know the story of 3, 5, 8 days over 2, but I never actually played it. Alright, so here's a good thing to ask, since we got all these old school RPG fans in the channel. If you had to pick your favorite JRPG outside of the Xeno series, what would it be? And actually, let's do this in like 2 different categories. Favorite JRPG story-wise, and then separately favorite JRPG combat-wise. Combat system and story, 2 different choices. Because some JRPGs have an amazing combat system and then their story is horrible. And some JRPGs have an amazing story, but the combat systems, you know, it's there, you know? And sometimes they get both of them right, so that's fair too. Combat Dragon Quest VIII. Story Baten Kaitos. Okay. Interesting. Baten Kaitos for story. I don't know much about this story. I don't know anything about this story. Dragon Quest VIII I've played, and that's a lot of fun. I don't know if I'd pick it for combat system though. Like, Dragon Quest's mainline series has sort of like a tried and true combat system that they don't really take much, they don't take many risks with it, you know what I mean? Like, Dragon Quest 1 all the way up to 11, they're very, samey isn't the word, they do innovate, but like, they have they're on their tracks, and they stay on their tracks, and the game works, and everybody likes the game, but I don't know that Dragon Quest VIII has like much to its combat system. And even if I was gonna pick a Dragon Quest game, like, is 8 the best one for combat system? All right. Combat Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. I haven't actually played that one. I haven't done like the handheld Mario and Luigi games. Isn't the combat system somewhat similar to like a Paper Mario, kind of like hit buttons during combat to like with time button presses for your attacks and your dodging or defense or anything? It's like Paper Mario, but you're controlling both Mario and Luigi or something. I haven't played the Mario and Luigi games, to be fair. Story Final Fantasy VI. I mean, that's enough said. I know Final Fantasy VI. A lot of people really love Final Fantasy VI. I like Final Fantasy VI, so I can't say anything about that one. Legend of Dragoon. Legend of Dragoon, I've been told several times by my viewers that I need to play through it. And I've only ever played the beginning of it, and it seemed really good. And I actually have a physical copy of it sitting on my desk over there, on my shelf. But I have not played through Legend of Dragoon yet. Usually when people talk about Legend of Dragoon, they're talking about the story, although the combat's kind of cool with like the time button presses. Although, if you're good at that kind of thing, I guess. Every time you go to your favorite store, your mind comes to Xenogears. Okay. Well, I guess we're playing the right game then. Like, for me personally, I really love a good combat system. Sometimes a combat system can kind of save a JRPG for me. But when I think about my favorite JRPGs, I usually think about the story. They're kind of like 2 different halves of the whole, right? Shadow Hearts, Magna Carta. You know, I have Magna Carta, I think. Let me try, I'm trying to think. I think I have that game. Was that on the 360? I haven't looked at my 360 games in a long time, but I seem to remember having that game. I haven't played Mother 3 yet. I've obviously played Mother 2, but you know, 3 never made it to America, so I don't have. I know you can get like a translated ROM, but I haven't. I have not tried to play the emulated version of it. Suikoden 2 is a classic. I don't think enough people have played Suikoden 2. You know, we never actually did Suikoden 2 on the stream. I did Suikoden 1 on the stream one time preparing for Suikoden 2, and we got all 108 stars of Destiny in Suikoden 1. I still have that save on this PlayStation 3 we're playing on right now, on one of its virtual memory cards. So we do have like a perfect Suikoden 1 save to load into Suikoden 2. But we have not actually played through Suikoden 2 on here yet. Although if I were to do Suikoden, I'd probably start back at 1 again so we could get the Suikoden 1 playthrough for YouTube, because we weren't doing YouTube back then. Let's go ahead and... He's going. Suikoden has a cool level up system intended to balance your characters to the area you're in, but it's kind of glitchy and exploitable. In Suikoden 2, you have so many characters that they make it to where you basically automatically level to the level of where you're at, so that you always are high enough level for where you're at. And it's easy to catch a character up if you want to switch to one of your new characters. Oh, where are we at now? We're in another area again. Okay, this is the same area as before. We just came in from a different side. Okay. So if I go this way, does this lead to the... Ooh, that looking up. Motor up there? I don't like when games make you get so far ahead of the content that it becomes trivial. I can agree with that for sure. We can all agree that Fatal is the best RPG. Are you talking about the pen and paper game? Because if so, no. No. Very much no, Teddy. Speaking of games, you can jump to level 99 because of how the XP is calculated. Yeah, but you don't have to exploit it. I used to say that Final Fantasy IX was my favorite Final Fantasy. I really, really love Final Fantasy IX. I have a lot of memories of Final Fantasy IX, and it's mostly because of just like my own personal experience with it. When I was a kid, I guess I was in high school actually. When I was in high school, I got a PlayStation 2. I had never had a PlayStation 1. I was Nintendo consoles up until then. Nintendo and Sega. So I had like a N64, I had a Super Nintendo, I had a Sega Genesis. I never had a PlayStation 1. The PlayStation 2 was my first PlayStation. And I got a copy of Final Fantasy IX. And my parents, or my grandparents, didn't buy me a memory card for it. So I tried for months to beat that game without a memory card. Eventually I got a memory card and beat it. But I know the beginning of that game very, very well because I would play through it, and if I died, you know, I was doing like the roguelike version of Final Fantasy IX. If I died, I had to start over. If my console got left on too long and someone turned it off, I had to start over. It's not only a 12-hour game when you're like 15 and don't know what you're doing. There's a slime in this drain too. Where does this drain connect to? Everything should connect to the sewage treatment plant. Sherlock Holmes in the sewers. Absolutely. We're tracking down red light, green light over here. The real question is, how good were you on jump rope? You know, I never got the jump rope master thing. I think I've made it up to like 80-ish before. I've never gotten, like, I think it's 100 jumps that you need to get the thing. I've never done it. I always mess up. That's one achievement I don't know if I'll ever get. I've tried. The real question is, how good are you at the card game? There is something lurking around here, I'm sure of it. This is certainly the strangest. Do you know where these drains come together? And from here, it's beside the waterfall furthest to the east of here. Does this lead to that chest?